Hello guys, welcome to 6th lecture of Cursor AI for advanced users, and this video will actually complete our app and build all the features using the Cursor AI. Okay, let's move ahead. So we'll quickly discuss about mode that we have in Cursor, which is edit mode versus chat mode. And also I'll talk about that whenever we are building a lot of features in a product, right, it's always very important to have the plan first, right? So I will share a prompt with you which you can use to do this. And then we'll go about building all the features using the plan mode, or whatever we see issues in between, we'll try to fix those and then complete all the features that we have planned to build in our product. Okay, so let's quickly talk about the edit versus chat mode. So chat mode is something that we already know, but edit mode, let me go to a file which has a function maybe, and what you can do is you can select this code and then go to this quick edit mode. Okay, you can also press command key to go here. And then when you go here, you can just say that it will basically take the selection in and do something around that. So maybe I can say add comments for this code, right? If I press enter, this is basically again taking the Cursor AI's help to generate the documentation for us, and we can just do the keep here. And this is what our it has added the comments for this function actually. Okay, so this was about the edit mode, and chat mode is basically this mode which we have been using for long. Okay, so now that we have done this, let's talk about the plan thing, right? So plan first. I generally use this prompt and it's very important to always plan first before building any features. So basically, let's design a structural implementation roadmap for the website, or basically for the product that we are building so far, and put it in plan.md file. MD is basically a readme kind of a file. Break the development into smaller, well-defined and testable milestones so we can build, validate and iterate efficiently, right? So I'm just going to copy this. I'm just gonna copy this prompt, okay, and then I'm go to Cursor now, and then I'm gonna just put this prompt here. Let's just see for a moment, like we have been already we haven't built this app in a way where we start with the plan mode. We started building something and all those things. What I'm gonna do in between, I'm gonna just share this prompt to Cursor and see what it's gonna do for me. In between, I can also show you like what we have been building so far. So this is what the app is, right? So maybe I can just start with the root URL, and this is what our app looks like. We on the left sidebar we have feed, my blogs, drafts, create a new blog. Here we have a user profile icon. We can go to profile, but it is not functional right now, but we did actually went ahead and fix all the authentication workflows using the Google redirect signing, right? At this point of time, we want to complete all these features. Even the UI also is not, actually this UI is fine and the header is also fine, but this UI is not accustomed to what we looked at earlier, right? We looked at a design like this and we wanted to, the different pages of the UI to be looking like this, right? So we'll fix this as well. Okay, so let's go and see what it is trying to do for us. So it's still kind of generating into these milestones. That is fine. Let's let the Cursor do its job, and then we'll talk about building all those milestones step by step. Okay, so looks like the planning has been completed. We can just say keep it for this, and let's quickly go through our implementation roadmap that it has planned for us, right? So these are the different things, project scaffolding, these are the different things that is done. Milestone 1.2 authentication system, even these are done, right? Session management logout, protect route decorators, this is also done. Basic UI framework, Tailwind CSS, responsive layout, navigation structure, dark mode support is also done. App starts without errors, Google Auth login works, protected routes redirect to login, and this is also done, right? Now let's talk about content management in progress. This is something that it has kind of analyzed that, yeah, this is the kind of work that we need to be completing right now. Okay, so what we can do is at this point of time, post CRUD operations, create new blog post, edit existing post, view post details, delete post, draft, publish status management, right? So this is something that we want to do. So what we can do is we can copy this and we can just say add to chat, and we can say let's start working on this. So this is the benefit of using plan mode, right? So you can also see, and you maybe in between you can just edit your things a bit as well, like you want it to be something else and plan has not created like that, so you can change those as well. Right now I just copied this and shared with the chat inside the Cursor, and I'm asking it to do these things for me, right? So let's see. So we're gonna just quickly review all the files. This edit.html, we'll just keep it fine. Right now it's probably getting me the Markdown editor, which we actually saw in the last video. It was not working correctly, right? So let it do. And mostly about the UI part, that this UI is not looking like how we planned here. This is this thing I'm talking about. This is something we'll fix at the end, right? So that would be, UI would be easier to change. Let's work on the core features for now. Okay, so let me create the, okay, this is doing a lot of things, so we are not going to bother about that. We're just going to accept everything for now. So this is fine, and I think this is where the editor is kind of getting loaded inside my this thing. So I'm probably guessing that if I do now header, still not working, so I think we have to load it or kill the app and run it again, so that that way it will work fine. So it's fine, let it work, let it do its job. So yeah, right now Cursor is asking us to if you want to rerun the app, so we'll say yes, and let's quickly just see that what Cursor has asked us, that what it has completed. Enhance Markdown editor, live preview is complete, word count is something also that is there, autosave feature is also there, that is very nice, full screen mode, toggle for distraction free writing, this is also nice, tab support, proper indentation handling, then we have rich formatting with these kind of tags, and also it has created a tag management system, create tags, add new tags with validation, view tags, delete tags, navigation, and empty state, helpful message when no tags exist. So okay, so we can just quickly next steps would be these things, but no, I'll just say that hey, no, not this one, we will go to via our plan, which is created inside this file, right? Not here, we do plan.md file. This way we'll go one by one, right? So let's go back and let's refresh this now, and we have this one. So if I do header and then header, so it's still not previewing properly, but it has saved the words. Okay, so let me quickly just add a title. So basically Cursor for beginners, and we will just say Cursor for beginners, and we'll just say save. So save is not also working, so I'm guessing, and it has added a tags part, tags is also not there. So this is not very cool things that it has done, and even this preview is not working. So this is something that I want, and this word count that it has kind of figured out, which is from the words and all, and it's kind of giving me the words and saved. I don't know what saved is here. So let's quickly, what we can do is we can just say that the preview here, if I do hash, this should be I think proper header kind of a thing, right? So what I'm going to say is I'm going to take a screenshot of this, right, and then I'm going to say to Cursor that this is the bug, right? The bug is, hey, or actually preview is not showing correctly, right? I have used hash, then what is the title? Hash Cursor for beginners, this one, hash Cursor for beginners, right? So I'm going to just pass it along in editor, and the preview is not showing it in correct header form, right? So this is the bug, that basically this should be like really bold, right? So that's why this is a live preview of the Markdown editor. This should be really bold in this case, so that is not happening. So probably Cursor can figure it out for us. Okay, so let's quickly see. I can see the issue is not rendering header correctly. Let me fix the Markdown rendering function in the JavaScript to properly handle and understand on the Markdown elements. That is fine. What we can do is we can also quickly actually usually what happens is people generally use a library here, but for our basic editor we are just asking our Cursor to, hey, it's okay, you can just use probably this JavaScript and all to just change the view and all, right? Otherwise it will be like proper library and all. So okay, let's quickly go now. And so do we need to can kill the app and run it again. Okay, also we see some issue here as well, so this is also very nice, right? So let's actually wait for this one and then we'll go about this one, right? So yes, run it again. So it has run the app probably, and no, it's not working. So it is running. So yeah, it is running. Yes, it is running, right? If I do now cursor for beginners, still not working. This is very bad. Okay, so we can actually go about fixing the other part. So this is something where we are getting an error, internal server error, post and tags. So what we can do is copy this error, right? And we can say add to chat. I am getting this error when I open this, right? When I open this, so please fix this, right? Actually I didn't write fix this, but yeah, it's fine, right? So we are giving this one, so it is going to figure out that tag model is not there, so it's probably going to create that. So we're going to review next file, we're going to say keep, right? So it has fixed the import error, and okay, so now the app has reloaded. We can see it here. So if I just reload it now, oh, this is what is this? Add your first tag. This image is not looking good. This is very big. Okay, so I'm just gonna say again, pass this as screenshot, and the page, basically this URL, has a big image that's occupying all the space. Please fix this, right? So basically it's allowing us to create a tag which you can add it here, or no tags yet. If there are multiple tags, then you can see those tags here, and then basically you can attach those tags to blogs probably, right? So I'm just gonna say this to, let's fix this issue first, so that is fine. And also we have to fix our readme editor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go outside in Google probably and ask for readme preview library for Flask, right? So I'm going to say continue, that's fine. And readme preview library for Flask for rendering the most robust and up-to-date is a standard Markdown library, right? Rather than relying on outdated Flask extensions, you will also need to use Flask render template and Jinja thing. So I'm going to say some Markdown. Actually, do we have Markdown installed with us? So we can just go in where, and I think it was requirements.txt, right? So do we have Markdown? We have Markdown, something called as Markdown ITPY, right? So what is this Markdown ITPY? So this is how we generally brainstorm, guys. So Markdown ITPY follows this live demo. We also have a live demo. So yeah, this is working fine. So why is it not working in our side? That is not good. We should also be able to see it. Anyways, let's fix our other errors. So we'll just see if the issue is fixed. It should now. So this is it looks like the issue is fixed. So we're gonna just run it again, and no, the issue is not fixed. And what it has done, added container constants to limit. Actually, we're going to just say kill the app and run it again. What are the issues that it is fixed? It says only in the tags or HTML. It has fixed a few things, right? So we're going to just say kill the app and run it again. Oh, we have to keep it. Sorry. Run. Okay, so I couldn't get the background thing to removed, so I have to manually fix it, and I have removed the background for now, and this is what it looks like. So if I go and add a tag, so maybe I can create a cursor right? So I can create a tag like this, and this is the bad request that we are getting. We can fix this later on. This is fine, but yeah, we have the ability to add a tag or add a first tag, and both are working towards this, right? Then we can have the blogs part. We can create a new blog. So this is something the preview is actually not working. So let me quickly debug this, right? So I'm gonna say hash cursor, and this is the preview. The preview is not giving me properly. So what I can do is I can just pass this, and I'm gonna pass the screenshot here, right? So I'm gonna remove the other parts. I'm gonna say the preview is not working correctly. Can you please make use of the Markdown ITPY library to make it work properly, right? So I kind of figured out, let hey from the requirements.txt. This is the file probably which we can use for Markdown readme, and I also saw in online that it's working fine. So I'm going to just pass it along that hey, use this library to make it work properly. Okay, so let's see what it does, and does my things work correctly after this or not. Looks like cursor has done here, but I'm still getting this error in the terminal. So I'm going to just copy this error and just going to pass it to cursor. And can you check this? I'm getting module named Markdown is not found, but aren't we using Markdown it.py library? Just checking with cursor, right? So let's see, and maybe we can go and refresh our stuff, and we have a huge error, but yeah, let's see. So we can go to next file. We can just say keep, right? So this is how it's fixing now. We can say keep, and so it has made the changes and saying things are working fine probably. So I'm going to just say go back and refresh now, and this time please do this, and the preview is still not working. Why? Full screen, we have full screen. Okay, this is fine, but no, I want my stuff, and we don't have a escape button in full screen. This is also bad. So we gotta create a new blog. We're gonna fix hash cursor, and still not working. We're gonna pass it along one more time to cursor and just say that hey, why is it not working? Okay, so I'm gonna say it's still, but actually we got an error here, right? So I'm gonna just say this error. So that's why you should always continue to look at logs as well. So let's copy this, and we're gonna say add to chat, getting this error. And we can actually close the not give the image for now. Getting this error in the terminal while rendering Markdown, right? So let's press enter. So it has fixed the errors, at least it is saying so. So we are gonna just refresh this and hash cursor, and are we getting the same error? Yes, we also have this error now. So let's try one more time, and we're gonna say copy this, and this. Yes, so Linkify is the thing that is not available. So we are gonna say add to chat, or copy this or paste it here, getting this error now. Okay, so let's see now whether Linkify plugin requires additional dependency. So I'll say keep it, it's fine, and when it's done, removed Linkify plugin that requires additional dependencies, simplified configuration to use only core features, kept essential plugins, this and this. Okay, so okay, fine. So let's go back and let's refresh, reload, and we'll say hash cursor, and still the preview is not working, man. So post render markdown and still not there. This is very bad. Okay, so we are gonna do it one more time, one final screenshot to cursor, and let's just say that, hey, the preview is still not working, please fix it. Okay, and I think this is where we have gotten into AI loop kind of a thing, but yeah, that's okay. Okay, so finally our preview is working, and what I did is very interestingly, cursor wasn't able to figure out the issue by itself. So what I did is I went to actually the Markdown ITPY library, and I gave this screenshot to the cursor, right? And you can see it here in my previous prompt, and I actually did give it the screenshot from where it was kind of able to figure out okay, these are the changes that it needs to do. Okay, so now the things are done, and this is the post, and we can also create our cursor for beginners course. So yeah, this is how we figured out the issue, and it took a lot of back and forth to kind of fix this, so that was good. And we can also test it a bit, so we can go back, Markdown ITPY, and we have a demo, and we can copy this thing to, let's see if that works correctly. And it's not able to render the emojis, so okay, that is also something bad. And let's see for some other things. So maybe horizontal rules. So let's copy this and let's paste this here. And we don't even have these things, so this is also very bad, right? So let's check for more things, and this is bold text. Let's try this. Bold text is working fine. Let's check for more things. So this is strike through. So let's copy strike through. Let's paste it here. Strike through is also not working. So I'm guessing we have a lot of issues here. So we should fix these things, right? So actually what we'll do in this video, we'll just fix our editor, because that is very important, and then we'll go about fixing other things, right? So we're gonna say that hey, a lot of markdown is still not working, and actually we got a 400 error here, which is why, right, it's still not working, and I'm getting this error as well, right? So I'll add to chat. So let's press enter and let's see what the issue is now. Okay, so the strike is working fine, and let's quickly check for some other things as well. So we can check for this one. This looks interesting. Let's see whether our editor is kind of able to figure out this. Even this is not working, so I'm gonna say actually I can just say that how do we fix all of this at once? What is linkify? Support or convert link like text to links, linkify, and Okay guys, so finally we are able to fix this issue. It took me a lot of while, I think 30 to 20 to 25 minutes to fix this issue, but the main issue was our Tailwind CSS was kind of interfering with this. So we actually fixed the styling in our layout, and the main reason was that even though these tags were correctly inserted into our article, or basically this preview inside this, it was inserting there properly, but the h1 and all those response were coming correctly and it was inserting there correctly, but I guess the Tailwind CSS styling was not allowing this tags to correctly have this styling, right? So inside this, I think layout HTML, this is where it fixed all those things. So good job, finally we were able to fix this. And actually I'll stop here because this was this got a very long video, but we were able to build our Markdown editor. So let me quickly actually check if we can save our post or not. So cursor for actually Markdown for beginners, right? So let's save this post. Where is my save button? And we don't have a save button now. Actually we have, right? So this is probably very huge, so I'm gonna just say save. And did it actually saved? What happened? I don't know. Let me go to my blogs, and we have our post here, Markdown for beginners. So if I click here, we can go and check our entire post here. This is a very big post, and can we do edit? We can do edit. Yes, we can do edit. So I'm gonna just remove everything and just gonna say my first blog about Markdown, right? So let me save this, and it is saved. So we need a proper kind of a thing where when it is saved, it goes to my blogs, and then here we can just see our post and all. So yeah, this is getting saved. So this is what my post is like. This is how it is written. If I go to edit, I can see that the preview, it looks like this. Okay, so that is that. And can we create a tag? So let me add a tag here, and I'll just say Markdown related courses. I'll just say create tag. And yeah, here we are getting this CRF token. We don't want to worry about token and all at this point of time. So we'll fix this in the later video. We'll also talk about in my blogs. If I go inside my blog, if I edit it, I can just ask for repurpose to LinkedIn. This is also not going to work right now, so this is fine. And we are very close to what we wanted to do, right? In the feed, this is where we want to render all the blogs that are published by different users. So this is something also we'll do. But yeah, so as of this video, this is a good time to stop. We did a lot of things, and we spent a lot of time in fixing an issue which Cursor was not able to do it for us. And the way we did it is go to the library and check in library what is the configuration that they are using. And also in my thing, the Cursor was using a lot of fallback things which I couldn't show you. But yeah, I asked him to actually see this proper context. The context is also very important. So yeah, that is how it was able to fix that. So I'm going to start here and stop here, and we'll meet in the next video. Bye.